Let's take another peek at some unexplained mysteries as well as some things that need to be explained. Things like the horrifying things that loom inside of our everyday foods. Today, we'll be venturing back down that rabbit hole. So without any further ado, let's jump in. And here we are. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to My Free Life. I'm your boy. I'm your host, Sax Williams. Thank you for joining me again. If you haven't liked, hit like. If you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe. Become part of this Free Life Squad. And I apologize for my super corny Alice in Wonderland rabbit hole intro. I just want to have fun with this. So as always, YouTube or any other platform that picks this up, this is for entertainment purposes only. You make up your own mind. You make up your own decisions. You do your own research. Do not let my ideas and my concepts and my thoughts roll over on you so that you can try to sue me because you don't like my brain. All right? Think for yourself. Disclosure done. So I hope all y'all got your popcorn ready, got your snacks ready, because I put together a good one for you today, y'all. It's kind of extensive, about 30 minutes. So by the time I'm done doing my commentary over it, it's probably gonna be about a 45-minute video. So sit back, relax, enjoy. I don't think I have anything in here that's too explicit for the children, so you can make this a family okay situation. Now, let's roll. Woo! Ooh-wee.
You guys, I want to share with you
All
the
right,
secret
so
covenant.
I had to start I had to start this video off with that because I don't know who that guy is on that boat. I wish I knew, because if he's somebody substantial, then maybe it'd mean more than what I'm thinking it might just mean. But all I know is that boat looked like there was a bomb on it and somebody wanted him unalived. Point being, you never know when your day to go has arrived. So live every day as though there might not be a tomorrow. Keep God first and foremost, because once you die, you done praying for that soul. It's over now. You going where you go. So I had to start this off with that. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue and pay a lot of attention to this very first clip, because I put this clip in here first to set the tone and set the pace for this entire video, because it's really, really, really important. And again, YouTube or any other platform, this is for entertainment purposes only. All right, let's rock this out.
You guys, I want to share with you the secret covenant that you might or might not have heard about. The secret covenant was created by none other than the Rockefellers, and maybe even someone even higher than them, let's be honest. But this is their secret covenant and their clause of things that they wanted to follow. And if you're a conspiracy theorist or a critical thinker and you're aware of what's been going on in the world, you're going to know exactly how suitable this is. This is written word for word, and I want to read it to you. Okay, so bear with me. The secret covenant, an illusion so vast it will escape their perception. Those who will see it will be thought of as insane.
Hey, y'all need to listen up to this. You know what I mean? She's reading their words. All right, so forget all that conspiracy stuff and all that. Oh my goodness, you're one of those people. You believe in conspiracy theories. Oh, this, that, and the other. All right, stay blind, stay a fool, stay asleep. But I suggest pay attention. All right, these are actual words from their covenant. All right, listen up.
We'll create separate fronts to prevent them from seeing the connection between us. We will behave as if we are not connected to keep the illusion alive. Our goal will be accomplished one drop at a time so as to never bring suspicion upon ourselves. This will also prevent them from seeing the changes as they occur. We will always stand above the relative field of their experience, for we know the secrets of the absolute. We will work together always, and we will remain bound by blood and secrecy. Will come to he who speaks. We will keep their lifespan short and their minds weak while pretending to do the opposite. We will use our knowledge of science and technology in subtle ways so that they will never see what's happening. We will use soft metals, aging accelerators, and sedatives in food and water, also in the air. They will be blanketed by everywhere they turn. The soft metals will cause them to lose their mind. We will promise to find a cure from our many fronts, yet we will feed them more. The will be absorbed through their skin and mouths, and they will destroy their minds and reproductive system. From all this, their children will be born dead, and we will conceal this information. The poisons will be hidden in everything that surrounds them and what they drink, eat.
All right, so hopefully y'all have enough common sense to realize that every time they blank out the word, it's the P word, and no, it ain't got nothing to do with the female anatomy. All right, so pay attention and please have enough common sense to know what she's saying when they blank out that word. All right, just so we all on the same page and ain't nobody just completely silly. Let's keep going here.
To breathe and wear. We must be ingenious in dispensing the for they can see far. We will teach them that the are good with fun images and musical tones. Those they look up to will help. We will enlist them to push our. They will see our products being used in the film and will grow accustomed to them and will never know their true effect. When they give birth, we will inject into the blood of their children and convince them that it's for their help. We will start early on when their minds are young. We will target their children with what the children love most, sweet things.
After this damn river,
hey y'all, tell me that. Oh my goodness!
The Jordan River is symbolic.
I jumped away. I forgot my little computer here is touchscreen. We're gonna have to back that up. But notice that everything she talking about, which this isn't just her opinion in her mind. This is read from the manuscript from their own covenant. If I don't care who you are, and again, who gives a dang about your political views as a human being? All right, as a human being, because not you nor I is on their level. We are not going to be accepted. All right, so regardless of who you think you're praising or who you think you're appealing to, they can let you think whatever you want, but you will never be them. All right, I got to back this up, but just listen to what she's talking about because she is reading their actual words. Their actual words. All right, now let me see if I can find where I accidentally hit this touch screen because I jumped way out there, y'all, because I did not mean to do that. I'm still new to this streaming like this, so we're going to have to get it together. Apologize. Let's start from right here.
Belong to us and they will do as we say. If they refuse, we shall find ways to implement mind-altering technology into their lives. We will use fear as our weapon. We will establish the governments and establish opposites within. We will own both sides.
They do.
We will always hide our objective but carry out our plan. They will perform the labor for us and we shall prosper from their toil. Our families will never mix with theirs. Our blood must be always pure, for it is the way. We will make them each other when it suits us. We will keep them separated from the oneness by dogma and religion. We will control all aspects of their lives and tell them what to think and how. We will grow them kindly and gently, letting them think that they are guiding themselves.
Illusion.
We will foment animosity between them through our factions. When a light shall shine among them, we shall extinguish it by ridicule or death, whichever suits it best. We will make them rip each other's hearts apart and kill their own children. We will accomplish this by using hate as our ally, anger as our friend. The hate will blind them totally, and never shall they see that from their conflicts we emerge as their rulers. They will be busy killing each other. They will bathe in their own blood and kill their neighbors for as long as we see fit. We will benefit greatly from this, for they will not see us, for they cannot see us. We will continue to prosper from their wars and their deaths. They shall repeat this over and over until our ultimate goal is accomplished. We will continue to make them live in fear and anger through images and sounds. We will use all the tools we have to accomplish this. The tools will be provided by their labor. We will make them hate themselves and their neighbors. We will always hide the divine truth from them. They were all one. That they were all one. This they must never know. They must never know that a man's color is an illusion. They must always think that they are not equal. Drop by drop, we will advance our goal. We will take over their land, resources, and wealth to exercise total control over them. We will deceive them into accepting laws that will steal the little freedom they will have. We will establish a money system that will imprison them forever, keeping them and their children in debt.
Universal banking system, y'all.
When they shall band together, we'll accuse them of crimes and present a different story to the world, for we shall own all the media. We will use our media to control the flow of information and their sentiment in our favor. When they shall rise up against us, we will crush them like insects, for they are less than that. They will be helpless to do anything, for they will have no weapons. We will recruit some of their own to carry out our plans. We will promise them eternal life, but eternal life they will never have, for they are not us.
We will recruit some of their own to carry out their plans. All right. Just like back in the NAZI days, you know what I'm saying? Recruit some of their own. So while I am a police officer respecting type of man, I also know that all police ain't good police. All right, y'all. Now, don't think that, you're stupid, man. All cops are bad. Trust me, I've lived that side of the life. I promise you I have. I've been on the crappy end of that stick more times than I can count. And yeah, I've had all the racial discrimination toward me. I've had all the wrongdoings toward me. But at the same time in my life, I was still doing wrong. You know, and whenever I brought myself to God and come to grips with all that, I realized, you know what I mean? I had what I had coming to me, regardless. But the fact is all cops ain't like that. But you see how they eliminated a lot of the good squad with the COVID situation and everything else they had going on, where people that refused to take that thing, you know, ended up not being employed anymore. What that's doing is that's creating a force of obedient people to work for things that are not in our best interest. And best believe, at the end of the day, they're gonna have a lot of us that we think are us going against us, and just be prepared for that. But y'all, pop open that little Bible, that little Bible, that little Bible for a little bit. Read a few scriptures, a few words, whether you believe or don't believe, and you'll start seeing that all of this is already it's predicted. You know what I'm saying? It's already there. We have a roadmap to this stuff. So check out that roadmap, and you'll know that none of this is by coincidence. All right, this is coming. It's here. It's what's cracking. All right, let's keep going.
The recruits will be called initiates and will be indoctrinated to believe false rites of the passage through higher realms. Members of these groups will think that they are one with us, never knowing the truth. They must never learn this truth, for they will turn against us. For their work, they will be rewarded with earthly things and great titles, but never will they become immortal and join us. Never will they receive the light and travel the stars. They will never reach their higher realms, for the of their own kind will prevent passage to the realm of enlightenment. This they will never know. The truth will be hidden in their face, so close they will not be able to focus on it until it's too late. Oh yes, so grand the illusion of freedom will be that they will never know that they are our slaves. When all is in place, the reality we will have created for them will own them. This reality will be their prison. They will live in self-delusion. When our goal is accomplished, a new era of domination will begin. Their minds will be bound by their beliefs, the beliefs we have established from time. But if they ever find out they are our equal, we shall perish. This they must never know.
They must never know.
If they ever find out that together they can vanquish us, they will take action.
And we will.
They must never ever find out what we have done. For if they do, we shall have no place to run, for it will be easy to see who we are once the veil has fallen. Our actions will have revealed who we are, and they will hunt us down, and no person shall give us shelter. This is the secret covenant by which we shall live the rest of our present and future lives, for this reality will transcend many generations and lifespans. This is a secret covenant. This is why it's so important to learn about this, because when you learn about this, you create a life outside of the system. When you're aware of it, you can no longer be controlled. When you know what they want to do, you no longer fall into the traps from health, money, empowerment, purpose, higher vibrations, the music that you're listening to, the food that you're eating, the things that you're consumed with, the video games, the porn. All of this is all a distraction to keep you easily controlled. And once you know, when you change that, exactly like they said, they fear it. Because the more of us that rise up and are aware of what's happening, the more they lose their control, which is exactly what they don't want. And this is why we're recreating what the generation is going to look like. And this is why we're all waiting for the uprise, because we know that this entire plan is going to crumble.
All right, y'all. So I really hope that you paid attention to what she said, regardless of what your beliefs are. And you can, laugh it off, this or that or the other. That's fine. That's your prerogative. However, I hope you at least took the time to listen. All right, there's a difference between hearing and listening. All right, we all hear everything, but a good 80% of us don't listen to what we're hearing. So, regardless of the rest of this video, if you need to pause this, hit rewind, and play that part again, play that part again, which is why I made this clip the beginning clip of this video, because that's a very powerful message, and it's not even a message that somebody's just coming up with. It's reading from their own words. So, again, if you don't believe in this stuff, don't know what to tell you. The proof is in the pudding, y'all. Let's keep it going. All right, y'all. So before we go any further, I got to plug myself. This YouTubing thing is a secondary situation for me. If you're ever in Austin, Texas, don't forget to stop by 8101 Salt Springs Drive. That's 78747. And come visit Sax's Tacos, y'all. Yes, that's Sax's Tacos. My name, y'all, because that's my name on that billboard, because that's my business. I got some of the best food in Austin. My tacos is off the chain. My burgers is off the chain. My food is off the chain. If you don't believe me, check out my reviews. Do not just Google Sax's Tacos. Google Maps Sax's Tacos. You'll have my full menu and all the reviews. Anyway, back to this.
If I could...
Things I learned while in Lahaina. 1. Local law enforcement has their hands tied. This is an outside government operation. 2. Locals have received food, water, and a place to sleep, but they have not received any payments. 3. The burn zone is highly classified and off limits. 4. The list of names of people that are still missing is also highly classified. 5. One of the primary objectives of FEMA is to control rainwater runoff in the upcoming rains so that lead and asbestos doesn't get in the storm drains or water. 6. Locals are selling their property for pennies on the dollar because it's just quote-unquote too much to handle. 7. It could be months or even a year before the land is allowed to get accessed due to respect for the dead, quote-unquote. 8. Even if you're highly trained and qualified and have all the insurance, you're not allowed to help with the cleanup effort.
Y'all got to give me y'all opinion on this. You already know what I think. I call shenanigans on it. I do not for 1 second believe that that was a natural disaster, a natural fire. I don't. I just don't believe it. And it's not that I don't believe it because it's not believable. It's I don't believe it because everything in my soul, my being, my gut, my stomach tells me it's not believable. And I learned a long time ago, if you don't trust your gut, you're going to end up on the wrong side of the stick. Because everything I ever did that ever got me in trouble, my gut always told me ahead of time, don't do that. Whatever it is, don't do that. It's going to end up bad for you. And every single time, and I mean 100% of the time that I ignored it, it came back to haunt me. So I always believe in what my gut tells me now. And my gut tells me this wasn't natural. Wasn't natural at all. And it's kind of funny how they go through all these extremes to keep media out, keep people out, and all the stuff they said wasn't happening. Nobody's trying to buy up the land. Well, it's real funny because right now everybody's trying to buy up the land for pennies on the dollar for these people back in Maui. Lahaina, if I'm pronouncing that right. And if I'm not, for any of you folks that are from there, I truly, from the bottom of my heart, apologize if I'm not pronouncing it right, because words matter. With that being said, I got nothing but love and respect for you, and I'm with you all the way, and I think what's happening with y'all is wrong. So let's take a look at this clip. because this clip is pretty interesting as well. Now we're not going to go down the Hawaii rabbit hole right now, but we're just going to dip into a couple things and then move on, because we have to keep what's going on there in the forefront a little bit. I just don't want to base all of my content off of what's going off in Hawaii, because I don't want to make money that way. Don't get me wrong, I'm poor as it gets, broke. Lucky to have a roof over my head, quarter drive, and a job to go to. But other than that, it's about it. So it's not that I don't need the money. It's that right is right and wrong is wrong. And I don't want to feel like I'm benefiting off of these people's tragedy. All right. With that being said, let's check out this little scene, because this is interesting.
That's pavement that's melted. That's flesh that's melted. What caused that?
Did y'all see what he pointed out right there? All right, so if you can see my cursor, I'm just going to assume you can. So this is almost like a perfect circle in a non-perfect environment. So it's burnt all the way through the living tissue here and all the way through the concrete here. Like, just burnt all the way through. Like, hot enough to melt the concrete, hot enough to burn through the flesh. What burns like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what burns like that? Nothing burns like that. And I know y'all be like, okay, so a big thick amber came off of a palm tree that was on fire, landed right there on the armpit and burned a perfect hole through the armpit and perfect hole through the ground. Stop. You're reaching. And I don't buy it. Not for 1 second. Now, I'm not saying all this blue theory is correct, but I promise you, I personally, my own opinion, again, YouTube, this is for entertainment purposes only. Everybody come up to their own conclusions, make up your own mind. Personally, I think there's a lot to that, because I have done the rabbit hole on the blue and the lasers, and math seems to math. So let's keep going on this.
I'm on somebody's page, looking at the shit that went on in Hawaii, and this person, I don't know if they noticed or not, but they recorded the actual laser beam coming down from the sky, dog. You can't make this shit up at 3:40 p.m., man. That's when the dual attack happened, man, at 3:40 p.m. I highlighted the shit in the background with the arrow so y'all can see it better. Look, if y'all can't tag this person so they can see this video and they can go back and see it themselves. I left a comment in the video. I don't know if she actually saw the comment or not, but y'all need to point this shit out. I think this is the first original video that somebody actually caught the laser beam coming down from the sky.
Cheetah versus...
So y'all heard it here first on Sax's Not News Network. Let's keep it moving.
Cheetah versus AI robot dog. What will happen next is shocking. The robot gave no sign of fear whatsoever. Those animals are fine-tuned in to smelling and seeing reactions in their prey. They could even be able to smell hormonal changes. So if they see no fear response, then that signals that the robot is stronger or more dangerous than them, which in turn makes them fear it. That's quite fascinating to observe. Makes me think the whole predator-prey interaction is such a dance.
Y'all, the reason that is so substantial to me, and the reason that I felt compelled to put that in this video, is because it's so real with AI going on right now and stuff. Like, y'all, that's an apex predator. Apex predator. All right, the most powerful animal on the planet, pound for pound, is a domestic house cat. Look it up. Domestic house cat. I'm talking about your little cat. That's your little buddy. Now, don't get me wrong, I love animals, but I'm not a cat guy. I love cats, but I'll never own a cat. All right. For one, they ain't about to pee on my laundry and walk across my countertops. Not gonna do it. I'm a dog guy. But that doesn't mean I don't like cats. I love cats. But my point is, they are the most pound for pound powerful animal on the planet is the domestic house cat. That's the domestic one. All right, now we're talking about cheetahs and things. All right, y'all, these is apex predators that are scared of a robot. All right, all this AI stuff coming up now. I mean, we're talking about animals that'll punk us like we chumps in the wild, but they got this little robot dog that makes the whole cheetah back down. This ain't just some little clips, y'all. This is some stuff that you should really, really take to heed. And if you think that's something, watch this. Woo! Trippy.
Look, if you've never seen this movie right here before, I need you to go watch it. It's called Adam. And it's showing us exactly what they are trying to do to us, and it's showing us exactly what artificial intelligence really is.
Once everyone is inside the dark facility, the robots all sit in different groups around flares of light. While there, Nidalus explains who or what they are. Nidalus reveals that they all used to live within a walled city of the consortium, but they were cut away from their human bodies, and only their consciousness was transferred to their current robot shells. None of them have recollected.
Y'all heard what he said, right? They were once in a human body, but their consciousness was transferred into the robot's body. Now I want y'all to take a look at this.
Live becomes self-aware.
All right, so let's put aside this young man's vocabulary, right? And let's listen to what he said. His message is very important. And that's one thing that, I got to give that to this young man. So a lot of people will criticize, like, do you hear how he's speaking? The man don't even know his words. Whatever. But his thoughts are on point. You know what I mean? Look past the simple and look at the magnificent. All right? He's got a magnificent brain, I can tell, just by what he's pointing out here. So what he's saying is that other video, how they're talking about the consciousness is being transplanted from a human being to a robot, to an AI, essentially. So essentially, that's exactly what's going on here, right? Which is why it's called The Moment This Thing Became Self-Aware. And this isn't his title. This is the title of the people that are the computer operators, the programmers of this particular AI. But I don't care what you say. This is creepy to me. Like this, y'all, this is super scary to me. This is super scary to me. Because I feel like if I was to die or go into a coma or whatever, and if, quotation marks, well, I guess I'm not really quoting anything, but if I was to get my consciousness somehow, my soul, my consciousness somehow pulled from me and put into a computer program, I feel like this is how I would wake up in a robot body, right? Like screaming like, what is going on here? So I don't know. It's just my opinion, but I think there's more truth to this than beneath the eye, because they're like, oh, it's a computer glitch. That was their reasoning for this. Nah, I don't know about all that. You know what I mean? Like I said, make up your own minds, do your own research. But for me, being a God-fearing man, y'all, this don't seem normal to me. And it's really, really, really scary. All right? Scary. I don't want none of this involved in my life. All right. Anyway, I'm going to make this video forever. Let's keep moving on. Transition over. Oh, no, that's my face. Sorry. Still learning. Let's go. On to the next one.
Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, all of these niggas who own these apps, these applications on our phones, they're literally listening to us, watching us, recording our movement, tracking our app data, tracking how we move across each app. They're tracking us to the fullest extent. They know us better than we know ourselves.
It carries information users need to know before they've so much as considered it. This includes watches that can detect irregular heartbeats, smart homes that can lock doors, and advertisements that tell you exactly where to get that thing you were just talking about.
Okay, so today I got...
Y'all, that's why I don't... People call me old school, and I am. I take that as a badge of honor. I'm old school. I don't do none of this. None of this. The most that I do, technology-wise, is this little stuff you see me putting on YouTube. Bro, I've never used my eyes for any recognition ever, not once. I've never used my voice ever, not once. I don't do no Alexas. I don't do no whatever they call the vacuums, zoom, rooms, whatever. I do nothing, not at all that recognizes my voice, my face, my eyes, any of that. Never have. I don't have a TikTok account. I don't do TikTok because of now, don't get me wrong. I think America is probably doing 1,000 times worse than what China can do off of TikTok. I think that's why America wants it off. But that's another story. But I don't do it. Still ain't done it. All right. I have never done none of those little baby programs or none of that. Let's take your face and let's see what your baby would look like if you was with this person. That I never, not once in my life have I ever done any of that. And I never will. Ever. Because I'm not a freaking fool, y'all. They need that information. And they ain't going to get it from me. Now, they're going to get a lot from me just off this YouTube. But this is it. This is all they getting from me. This is it. They ain't getting no more. No more. And I'm only doing this because the story needs to be told. But I'm going to keep it limited on how I tell it. I'll let other people share it. But this is it. This is it. Going no further than this.
Pulled into a check-in meeting with my administrator at school, and she had this lovely list of concerns that she wanted to bring to my attention. But my favorite amongst them is, we've noticed an intentional attempt at teaching your students about their legal and constitutional rights. That's the concern. They're concerned. Why are you concerned? Why is that a concern? Why is it a concern? Why is it a concern? Why is that?
Y'all, I'm 1,000% with this teacher. Why is that a concern? They don't care about you teaching gender reassignment. They don't care about you holding up this Skittles colored flag. They don't care about none of that. But the second you start talking about your rights, constitutional rights, especially teaching them young, all of a sudden that's a problem. It's such a problem that this teacher has got reprimanded for that. Pay attention, y'all. Y'all think this stuff is this simple? Y'all act like this ain't out here? Nah, it's out here. And it's real. Whew, personal feelings aside, let's keep it going. YouTube, this is all for entertainment purposes.
Concern you.
Why is it concern?
Go indoors immediately until the trucks have passed.
Welcome to Third World into your city. Get third world problems. New York is now spraying chemicals all over every neighborhood to fight West Nile virus.
Does anybody live in New York City, and did you just have your house sprayed with pesticides? I was in my living room, my windows are open, these trucks come by, they're making these dystopian announcements. Run inside, get inside.
What the exposure to the pesticide, please. Go indoors immediately until the trucks have passed. The city is applying pesticides to reduce the threat of the West Nile virus.
This is the creepiest.
Exposure to the pesticide, please. Go indoors.
Look at this. What the f***? It's going right over my window.
So
this is real, y'all. This is real. It's real. It's not normal. It's not normal because it ain't normal. Wake up. So anyway, we think it's bad enough when you get the phone calls. Hello, hey, I'm here about your auto warranty on a car you've never owned or whatever. Dog, these cats is stealing from you now physically in a physical form at a spot that you think is safe. You can't trust nothing these days. Watch this. This is a trip. Y'all, you can't trust nothing these days. Woo. This is why they want to get rid of cash. So they can control all this. No, sorry, Bob. Nope, I need my cash. Well, let's go.
to swipe my card, this guy came off at, what store is this? I'm not going to put you on YouTube or anything. Raceway 280.
Man, Sargon the Great.
Bro, I know that was a short clip, but if you didn't catch it, they're literally, and this isn't the first time I've seen this, they're literally putting these digital boxes shaped like the card reader that you would normally slide your card in at a service station or whatever. They're putting these boxes over that. But it ain't the real card reader. But it's really reading your card. You slide that card, it ain't going to give you no money out, it ain't going to make your purchase. It's just taking your information, right? Bam, hacked you. Just like that. Thing about cash is you can't hack cash. That's what I love about it. All right, now on to these. I live in Austin, Texas, so I see these cars all the time. Matter of fact, the first time I seen them was when my brother was here from Kansas, which is where I'm from. My brother and my nieces came here a couple months ago when we went downtown. First time I ever seen these unmanned cars driving themselves. And I knew right then when I seen that, I was like, nah, something wrong with that. But check this out. This is San Francisco, I believe. San Francisco. But nonetheless, y'all putting y'all faith in non-human stuff. It's not going to work.
There's like 10 of them.
Yo, so fam, this is super wild. This is San Francisco, no less. And what's going on here, family, is all the driverless vehicles just shut down at the same time and went on strike. Fam, I'm not talking about some kind of EMP, no power. No, they just stopped driving and shut down the whole of downtown San Francisco. All the driverless electrical vehicles. So what's really going on here? Is it a robot rebellion? Is this the beginning of the robot rebellion? Right? You guys think it was a hack, but then again, you have to think, how do you hack AI? That's kind of hard. You think it's the sun burning out the microchips? Think it's just a glitch in the system? Or this shit just is not ready and they need to roll it all back before they go too far, because they look like they're about to go over a cliff with this AI business, and they have no control over it. They don't know what's going on. Check like right here. This is a perfect example. All right, this is not going to work out good for them. Like I've been telling you guys, they all just shut down. The whole fucking city shut down. The whole downtown shut down. Nothing moving. Anyway, family, let me know how you feel in the comments. And again, just want to keep you updated on what's really going on in the Matrix.
You're dead right.
Stay up, stay bliss. Let's go. Bang, bang. Yeah. So council, what's really going on is these cats are putting too much faith in technology, in this AI, this satanic.
So
dude's
100%. Why such a push for all of this autonomous stuff that don't include human beings, right? Like, I get it. Big mega corporations, you can cut wages down, you can cut labor down, you can get stuff more efficient by having these robots do this, do that, or the other. I understand it from a business perspective because I'm not a dumb man. But on a human level, what's really going on? And you have to know at some point, you can only program things that have the capability of taking on multiple tasks at a time, way superseding the human brain, that eventually that's going to just supersede the human brain and take over. Like, y'all, this is Terminator. Like, this is the beginning of the movie Terminator. Real business. All right? Real business, real talk. This is not going to play out good. It can't. Think about probability. All right? It's improbable to think you're going to give something ultimate wisdom. And to think that it won't use that wisdom as wisdom. Which means if we, the human species, are a problem to that knowledge, that wisdom won't rewrite what it needs to write to take over that to fix its problem. Scary times we're venturing in, y'all. Very scary times. And y'all best be prepared because it's coming. But like I said before, let me flip the screen back again so you can see my face. Read the Bible. I have a whole lot of Bible to read, but I am getting going, and it matters. I started off in the book of John, which I think is a good book to start off. That's because that was my grandfather John Watson, and he was a preacher before he passed. It's a good book to start with. Nonetheless, let's get busy.
Stay bliss. Let's go. Bang, bang. Yeah. Yeah. So, counsel, what's really going on is these cats are putting too much faith in technology, in this AI, this satanic.
So let me get this straight. I can go to the grocery store and buy a pound of sliced ham in a plastic bag, a loaf of bread in a plastic bag, a gallon of milk in a plastic jug, a pack of napkins in plastic wrap, a store-made salad in a plastic tub, plastic bottles with ketchup or mustard. But they won't give me a plastic bag to carry it home in because the plastic bag is bad for the environment.
What is up with that? Girl, you don't even know. I'm here in Austin, Texas. I ain't never seen the likes of that before till I moved back to Austin. And I've lived here several times. I got about 14 years in Austin now, but not consecutively. I've moved, came back, moved, came back. But I never seen that till the last time I moved back, went grocery shopping. And I'm like, what's up, y'all? What's the deal here? What's going on? Is y'all gonna put my groceries in the bag or what? They was like, oh no, you got to buy these recycled bags. Just recycling bags. We don't provide bags for you anymore because it's bad for the environment. But like the woman said, everything else is in plastic. Let's make that make sense, y'all. Moving on. Sorry.
So if you don't know, you're about to find out. The Jordan River dried up. Yep.
Check out this
Gone.
crazy stuff.
Non-existent. But what's crazy is the things they found once the river dried up. What the hell is that?
What?
That ain't normal.
Nope.
That ain't normal, dog. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Look how big it is. And you can tell that it goes underground.
Way underground.
So the Jordan River dried up and this shit popped up? Wow. I mean, if I would have seen some shit like this right here, dog, I ain't gonna lie, I might have to call the authorities. What is this?
Yeah.
What's that? We don't have a clue. And stuff like this popping up just means there's a lot of wonders of the world we don't know about.
True.
Come on, dog.
Reptilian.
They're looking like a reptilian.
Yep.
Facts. Big facts. Looka, baby. Looka, baby. Shout out to Tim's, because what the hell is that? That is weird, man. That's all I can say. They digging and finding artifacts and all types of shit after this damn river done dried up. Now, you know the Jordan River is symbolic, right?
Absolutely.
It is. I'll show you about it. Crazy part is, some of this shit look like them AI pictures. But I found these pictures on our archaeologist's website. This shit real, dog. Just imagine what's up under all of this, man. Something is going on. Like, there's a lot. We gonna keep finding stuff out. That's why I love TikTok. We gonna keep on finding stuff out. Yo, where you come from, dog? What is you? I ain't never seen you in this world ever. I ain't never seen you either. Where you come from? Let a brother know. Now, you look like you might be sad. You done went through some things. But tell me about the past, man. This is crazy. This is like one of them AI pictures, too. Fact. Look at this guy in this shit.
This scares me.
He looked like, look what I just found.
Dude got
I
an
wouldn't be
alien
looking
mask?
like that at all. That looked like a big-ass skull.
Or a COVID mask.
He announced, "One stronger than I am is coming after me. I am not even worthy to bend over and loosen the strap of his sandals. I baptize you with the water, but he will baptize you with the Holy Spirit." Jesus is baptized and attempted. About that time, Jesus came from Nazareth to Galilee, and John baptized him in the Jordan River. That's why the Jordan River is symbolic.
Amen,
Exposing Walt Disney, Part 1. Look closely what the owl is doing.
So I'm going to be quiet for a little bit, and we're just going to let this play through. But pay attention to all the subliminal messaging going on with this background stuff, this Disney stuff. But this has been going on for a long time. This isn't nothing new, but it might be new to you. So pay attention to it.
And why does the tree have devil horns?
Whoa.
Here's another look.
Look at that owl doing the exact thing.
I didn't even think about
Satanic.
This is the Lion King. Watch the smoke in the sky. Notice anything strange written there.
Oh, snap. Do y'all
What
see
does
it?
that say? Look closely.
S-E-X.
If you
Look at
notice
that.
it, go back and have another look.
Subliminal as it gets, y'all. This is for our kids. You hear me?
Notice the shadow. Doesn't that look very strange?
Look at his head. Shaped like a,
Looks very inappropriate to me.
and it's going through a horseshoe, which, okay. Very inappropriate.
No.
Take a look at this video and peep her eyes.
A black woman, everyone wants to imitate them. Well, let me give you a Philippine lesson, my friend.
These are human eyes. Now these are reptilian eyes. Now look at her eyes and look at these eyes. Those are reptilian eyes. Also, notice how she has over 300,000 followers on TikTok. And almost every time I've seen someone that has those reptilian eyes, they always at least have either 100K, 300K plus. Now the question is, why would they be getting reptilian shapeshifters, women from other countries, to praise black men and say, come to different countries, leave the United States? Interesting.
Aliens will be the excuse for the government to knock out the power supply, turn off the internet, and then implement what is known as FedNow and central bank digital currencies, and this will also help the national federal debt. This will be how the government also gets people like you and I to stop talking to each other. At the onset of the no one really thought how much it would grow and what the ramifications economically would be. However, we saw that it had drastic impact not just then, but years down the road as we deal with inflation today. Whether aliens are real or not, they can be utilized to change the current economic and monetary system in place, which is quite clearly failing. If you're unfamiliar, FedNow is basically instant payments with the digital dollar. Every single thing you do will be tracked.
Everything.
And you know when you see names like Wells Fargo and JP Morgan Chase that this is coming. However, it has not been wide-scale adopted yet, still waiting on Citibank and Bank of America. And of course, people like you and I.
Does Post Malone know something that we don't know?
According to the CIA, the total amount of fraud money is $80 trillion.
And cash was $2 trillion.
$2 trillion.
So 1.9 trillion is actual cash, and all the rest of it is just bull. Doesn't exist. There's not a vault you can go in like a fucking guy.
We're at war with a country, and then they have the best hackers, or whatever. This is all hypothetical, but you go to swipe your card and it doesn't work, and then everybody in America goes to swipe their card
and it doesn't
work.
He's real. He's
whenever the credit cards fail, whenever your cards fail, whenever your banks fail, and you can't use your fucking card anymore, you have 3 days to get out of where you are, because that's when they're coming for you. That's the big move. That's checkmate right there. And they think they have you. But move out to the country, get your scraps, stand up for yourself, build a tower, build a long road to where you can see them coming. Don't give up. America.
Pay attention, y'all.
I guess no one likes to use critical thinking anymore. It truly lets me know who's in the Matrix and who's not. Remember I talked about the Lensa app and how it's creating avatars out of you by using your information and through face recognition? Y'all remember that? That video went completely viral? You remember? What do you think Remini is doing, which is another artificial intelligence app just like Lensa? I already know a lot of y'all haven't read the terms and conditions. You willingly did it because it's popular and it's trending. A lot of y'all will accept the mark of the beast without questioning anything.
Without questioning
You just
nothing.
do it. You selling your soul cheap. They don't even gotta ask you for nothing. You just give it over. Let me show y'all what Remini is doing with these AI babies. Read what this says. Popular app Remini is reportedly making AI child version of its users. This is literally happening and I cannot make this up because there's women and men reporting that this is happening. I guess after hearing this information, how many more people will be using this app? Let me show you the terms and conditions that they're not allowed to do this. I want y'all to pause and read this. This is Remini's terms and conditions. It's basically letting you know they are not allowed to participate in any exploitation whatsoever, but that's exactly what they are doing. Are they not? Just for the record, when you sign up for these apps, you won't be getting paid, you won't be receiving any royalties. They can use your face, your avatar in any way that they please, and there's nothing that you can do because you signed the contract.
Will allow a new...
You signed the contract. You signed the contract and didn't read nothing. I apologize, y'all. My light just went out. It does that. It overheats. It's a cheap light. I'm a cheap person. Not a cheap person. I'm a person that lives within my means. So I'm a cheap person. But anyway, light went out. So I'm going to plug this back in, pull it out, plug it back in, see if we can get this light back on so I ain't so distorted. But what he just said is very important. And then after this, I know y'all hungry, right? I'm hungry. I need to eat. So like I said before this video started, we're going to talk about some of those things in your food, right? Y'all ready to eat? Y'all ready to eat? Y'all ready to get pumped up? Get our protein? Eat? Yeah. We about to do that. All right. 1 second.
friendly burial method called human composting. Bill was just signed into law and it is a process, human composting, where your deceased loved one is turned into healthy soil. Companies that offer this say every person who chooses this option over more traditional methods like burial or cremation will save 1 metric ton of carbon from entering the environment. It can cost around $5,000 to $7,000. That's a little less expensive than a casket funeral, but it's more expensive than cremation.
Dang.
California is not the first state to be doing this. Washington, Colorado, Oregon, and Vermont now allow human composting.
Check out this death chamber, this washing machine. They call it aquamation, where they liquefy the dead and then dump the remains.
All right, y'all, I got to pause this for a second. So here's what you're being told. Let me move this light. Get out of my face. We just need some light. Okay. Here's what we're being told. All right. And don't be surprised that California was the lead on this. I was born in Colorado, so I got a lot of feelings, a lot of love for Colorado. But it's definitely blue. It's blue as it gets, right? So, not with that. And like I said, I'm not a Democrat or Republican, but I'm way far away from the Democrats. I'm not a Republican, but I see a whole lot more eye to eye with that side. But regardless of that, you see the leaders of this stuff, right? All right. This is saying they're running out of land to bury people. I don't know, call me crazy, but there's a whole lot of land out there. I know, I'm from Kansas, and you can go hundreds of miles without seeing a damn thing, all right? And that's just my home state. Well, born in Colorado, but I claim Kansas. That's where I was raised. But just my home state, Kansas. Hundreds and hundreds of miles without seeing nothing. So shenanigans. You're not running out of land to bury people. This whole situation, I find highly suspect. But let's just watch. Yeah, let's watch what they talking about, because it's very serial.
Down the drain to be recycled into the municipal water supply. And so people are drinking it, they're showering in it, they're doing their laundry in it, and this is happening in most states across the country. In most major cities, they're recycling dead people and feeding it to the living. What does that mean exactly? And they're grinding up the bones into powder. They call this calcium phosphate, which is going to be used for food processing, undoubtedly. Maybe in your vitamins. And drinking dead people. Of course, they're spraying this on the food supply. Irrigation. They're using dead people as compost. And people are drinking it. So what does that mean? What does that feel like? Now they're drinking dead people in the major cities. They're drinking dead people, and they don't even know it, for the most part.
Look, y'all, I'm going to pause this for a second. I get it. All this sounds completely crazy to the common mind. Like, there's no way this is happening. This is super conspiracy. There's no way this is happening. Y'all, my viewers probably don't need to wake up, because if you're watching it, you're probably already awake. But if you're just stumbling across this channel, listen. Don't go by just everything that you've been taught and indoctrinated on and just use your own brain for a little bit. This stuff is real. It's very real. And it's really happening. All right? So if this is real, hypothetically, because it's my opinion, but hypothetically, if this is real and this is going on, what does this mean? What does all this mean? Right? It means there's a whole lot more at play than what you or I are aware of. And it's a very demonic, sick situation.
And they keep finding human DNA in the food supply. So aquamation has been around for about 10 years now. And it's spread to nearly every state and every major city because they're running out of space, they say, in the cemeteries. So they're going to liquefy you. But this is some scary technology, because this can be deployed in all sorts of different ways, and people can disappear and just end up down the drain. So there's all sorts of different models and all sorts of different types, according to the reports. There's the hardcore hydrolysis, and then there's the soft hydrolysis. And the difference is the temperature and the time it takes to dissolve a body. It can take between 3 hours and 8 hours. So imagine you've got a laundromat like this somewhere. How many people can disappear in a day in a laundromat just like this with these types of washing machines? But obviously, if we're to the point where we're liquefying the dead and feeding it to the living and calling it organic or environmental, you know these people on television have gone mental.
Probably the most disturbing endocrine disruptor, and this is something we should all be.
He said, if we've gone this far, where these people on television are thinking this is a good thing, they've gone mental. And y'all, he's absolutely correct. He's absolutely correct. So I'm gonna bring it back to all this craziness that's going on in the world right now. Like, whatever your sexual preference is in the LGBTQ 5000 community, wherever you fall in that line, it's your business. I don't give a dang. Do you? But when it starts getting pushed on the rest of the world, the rest of the community, and normalizing certain things that you know as well as I know, ain't normal. Doesn't mean that we have to not love and care for those people, right? We can still love and cherish those people, but you know it ain't normal. You know that ain't God's plan. Even if you don't believe in God, you just know that's not nature's plan. It's not nature. It's not nature's plan because it ain't built in the construction of the biological chromosome way of nature. They just don't mesh, right? So it's obvious that's not even nature's plan. But you can still love those people. But when it's getting pushed on you and pushed on you and pushed on you and pushed on you and preached and taught that this is right, you know it's wrong. You know it ain't right. But there's all kind of crazy stuff going on. But all I'm saying is we can't even we've known we couldn't trust the water for a long time. But now you can't even trust the food. I ain't done with this food stuff yet, y'all. Like I told y'all, we're going down that rabbit hole. Let's go. Alice in Wonderland style.
Looking at is atrazine.
What is atrazine?
It's in the water. It's a pesticide. But they took atrazine and they put it in a tank with 40 frogs. They put it below the exposure levels that EPA considers acceptable to humans. They were all male frogs, and 30 of those frogs were chemically castrated. 4 of them turned into females and produce fertile eggs.
Report toxic herbicide found in many Texans' drinking water. That's from 2018, November 20th.
And we're subjecting our children to exposure to that every day. What does this do to sexual development in children? Nobody knows, because we know what it does to frogs.
No way.
This is creepy. Like, is this maggots? They look like maggots.
Ain't no
Maggots
way
or
it's like
worms.
Maggots or
Something.
What is that? And that's the protein powder we be getting. Like, oh no.
It's creepy, y'all. And this is stuff they feeding us on a daily basis. You hear me? On a daily basis. This is what they feeding us. This when you go in there and spend that
That's just nasty.
spend that high dollar,
Figure
that
it
big
is.
money. This is what you're getting. Look at this.
Look at that. That's probably the chocolate flavor.
I agree with him. Chocolate flavor. That's the protein.
As a Canadian that moved to the U.S.,
Y'all,
let me
that's
show
the
you
protein.
something.
I'm gonna pause
So this is American.
That's the protein that y'all getting. And I'm a victim of that too. I'm guilty of that too. You know how many protein shakes I done got? You know how many of those 20-gram straight protein, chocolate flavored or vanilla flavored shakes I done got? A lot while I was working out. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Kind of seems like help. Well, I don't know. But regardless, I didn't know where it came from. So, why all the secrecy about where this stuff comes from? See what I'm saying? And you heard the very first clip I put in this video of them talking about how they're going to dominate everything from your food to what you wear to what you put on to the chemicals you use to the products you use. All this, bro, it all circulates back to the same thing. To the same thing. Be smart, y'all. Think. I just wish I would have got a lot smarter a lot earlier. You know what I mean? So I could have saved years off of myself of being down that wrongdoing and be here where I'm at right now. But that's neither here nor there. So I got to back this up a little bit because this is important too. Let's go.
Look at that. That's probably the chocolate flavor.
As a Canadian that moved to the US, let me show you something. So this is American ketchup, right? And if you look at the ingredients, high fructose corn syrup, okay? And then this is the exact same brand, same ketchup that I bought in Canada while I was visiting this weekend. There's a maple leaf, okay? Look at this. None of that. Tomato paste, sugar, vinegar, salt, spices. Made with 5 simple ingredients. This is why America makes you sick. Ever since moving here, Honestly, I've noticed a big difference in the quality of food, just in the quality of everything. Like, it's shocking.
Listen to what he says about.
But I understand what you're saying. But you do have Trudeau as your guy. So you said since you moved to America, now that you know that exists, don't buy that stuff. Grow your own stuff like I do. Be healthy, but just be glad you're not in Canada right now. Just saying. Drop the mic. Let's get back to America, because we are still the last hope.
Drinking Starbucks. I know you guys love your demon lattes, but go on the Starbucks website and see what they say about its own logo. Okay? Who is a Starbucks siren? It says on their website. The meaning behind our logo. She's at the center of your Starbucks cup. That green mythological creature who's staring into your soul as you drink your latte. It's the siren. She's not a real person, but we kind of think of her as one. She's the biggest symbol of our brand. She's the face of it. Okay, then it also says this siren is like a super mermaid. A mermaid with one tail is just a plain old mermaid, but a siren is often depicted with two tails, right? So this is absolutely demonic, and they also promote astrology, witchcraft. They promote all that stuff. It's demonic. I've actually brought many people through deliverance from mermaids, marine spirits, and also actually pray for someone who got deliverance from drinking Starbucks. I've seen other people do this deliverance as well. This thing is satanic, it's demonic, and they're telling you that siren is the face of it, a mermaid. They literally said a mermaid, a marine spirit, get deliverance. Starbucks comes from the marine kingdom. It's the truth. You either believe it or you don't, but it's right in your face.
Again, I am just exposing what the enemy is doing. Any company that is supporting something so demonic, but all I know is I won't be buying anything from them ever again. Not a cup, not nothing.
So, what they were saying right there is the roots of the water serpent, right? So everything that she's standing behind, the chick that posted the TikTok, she real about. You know what I mean? She real about. And their symbol on Starbucks, like bro, I never thought twice about Starbucks before. I've drinking a lot of Starbucks, but not too much. Not because I didn't like it, because I was like, I'll be damned if I'm gonna pay $6 for coffee. But there have been those times, you know what I mean? I went and got my Starbucks, but I didn't know nothing behind the symbology of it. That's why research is so important, because you'll learn so many things. Your eyes will be open to so many things that you just was not previously aware of, because you didn't take the time yourself to figure out what it meant. And it will change your perception on a lot. On a lot, y'all. Take your time, research, figure things out, because your life and your soul depend on it.
The Alkaline 88, super popular on the market. I'm going to test it versus the medical grade alkalized water from Japan. The meter that I test with, the positive number shows it speeds up inflammation in the body and speeds up aging. The negative number slows down aging. It has an anti-aging benefit. This water, it says that it's 8.0 with the pH drops. This one says it's a 9.5. When I blow my acidic carbon dioxide in, we'll see which side of the scale it's really on. It turns acidic because of the additives that they put into the bottle. This one is electrically charged through a medical device, all naturally. It changes it instantly. Now let's look at the absorbability. See how quickly the medical grade water makes green tea? That's what it do to your cells. Detox them and give you energy quick. If you want more info,
real knowledge,
all you guys gotta do is hit me in the DM. Believe me, this stuff tastes great.
Real knowledge, y'all.
Anna Ayala. One day she was dining in a Wendy's in San Jose, California, eating a cup of chili, when suddenly she bit down on a partially cooked human finger. Anna rightfully sued Wendy's, and who wouldn't if they just found a human finger in their food?
The chances of you seeing this video are so rare.
So some context to that last video. because obviously I'm only playing portions of clips of stuff that I find for multiple reasons. One, I don't want to use anybody's whole content and get hit up for copyright. So that's a real article about the chick munching on a human finger at Wendy's. But as the article proceeds, it says that it was a hoax. Like, it wasn't a hoax. Like, she really ate on a human finger, but it was a human finger of somebody she knew of that had cut their finger off previously, somehow, some accident, whatever. She used it, put it in the chili to make this lawsuit against them, which is very believable. I mean, I know people that'll sue people over tripping on a broomstick in a gas station. People are scandalous. But at the same time, I also know mega corporations will make anything disappear. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying it's real. I'm not saying it's not. All I'm saying is take this at your own discretion. But as far as the video goes that I just clipped from, it stated that it was not real. So let's keep that clear. Do I believe it wasn't real? I don't know. Not necessarily. But I have no idea, and I can never prove it. So just remember that. All right. So I'm not saying that anything that I post is factual, because I don't know about any of it. Like this clip right here that we're watching right now. This is supposedly a human being right here. And just saying it kind of looked like a human being eaten right here. But let's back this up a little bit and let's see. Y'all tell me what you think. But again, entertainment purposes only, y'all. I don't know about any of this being factual or what. I have no idea. I'm making my assumptions just like y'all.
Do is hit me in the DM. Believe me, this stuff tastes great.
Anna Ayala. One day she was dining in a Wendy's in San Jose, California, eating a cup of chili, when suddenly she bit down on a partially cooked human finger. Anna rightfully sued Wendy's, and who wouldn't if they just found a human finger in their food?
All right, now this. Look,
the chances
that
of you
looks
seeing
like
this
a
video
person.
are so rare. There's 500 million users on TikTok, and you will probably never
like
see my
human
account
ribs.
again.
I'm sorry, they
But
do.
I'm not gonna ask you to follow me.
The unnamed woman was munching her way through the treat when she found the unexpected addition.
I'm gonna pause this.
Pictures of her horrifying find, which
What are you
happened.
doing? That's weird. Like, it wouldn't let me pause. All right, y'all. Like, this whole thing to me, this, like, look, y'all. Look at that. That's the thing that throws me off a little bit, though, I guess, on this, for me to believe it's a human, is the neck part. Because this would have had to been a pretty substantial side dude or dudette to have a neck that thick, right? Now, don't get me wrong. It's not that it's I don't know what filleted human look like. This just might be the real thing, but this is supposedly a real video of a real human dining situation, some real cannibalistic type things. Now, again, don't know if it's real, don't know if it's not. I have no idea. I'm just presenting it to y'all as I get it. YouTube, this is for entertainment purposes only. All right? Say that again. Entertainment purposes only. All right, but I'm going to back this up a little bit. All right, now watch this, y'all, because it is real creepy. Creepy.
What it's got to do is hit me in the DM. Believe me, this stuff tastes great.
Anna Ayala. One day she was dining in a Wendy's in San Jose, California,
we gotta watch this again.
eating a cup of chili, when suddenly she bit down on a partially cooked human finger. Anna rightfully sued Wendy's, and who wouldn't if they just found a human finger in their food?
The chances of you seeing this video are so rare. There's 500 million users on TikTok, and you will probably never see my account again. But I'm not going to ask you to follow me.
The unnamed woman was munching her way through the treat when she found the unexpected addition. Pictures of her horrifying find, which happened at a restaurant in Santa Cruz, Bolivia, quickly went viral. It has been verified that the hamburger has been sold in that establishment and that the hamburger had part of a finger from a worker who lost 2 fingers last Friday, the Jorge Silva, Deputy Minister of Consumer Defense, told local publication FA.
The same. This is why you should be careful what you eat. In 1990, Joe Matheny opened up a burger stand. It became very popular, but what many didn't know is that they were eating burgers made out of humans. See, Joe had a rough childhood, and as an adult, him and his wife were addicted to that white rock. One day his wife left him with their baby and ran away with her pimp. This made Joe angry. That night, he searched under a bridge looking for his wife and her pimp because he wanted to end their lives. But when he couldn't find them, he decided to take his anger out on other dope heads and homeless people around the area. That night, he unalived 5 people in 7 hours. He was finally caught and blamed for 2 of those murders, but he only spent 18 months in jail because of the lack of evidence. Once he got out, he realized he had an addiction for unaliving people, this time taking his victims' meat and opening up a burger stand. When he eventually ran out of meat, he went on another spree to get more, but eventually one of his victims got away, and he was caught and police arrested him. When talking to the cop, he said he would sell pork rolls and human meat mixed together all the time, saying if you season them just right, they both tasted the same.
The strangest things found in fact.
He said, as long as you season them just right, they both taste the same. That's why y'all got to get down here to Saks Tacos, where you can guarantee my food is not going to be human. My veggies ain't going to have no chemicals in it. Why? I can guarantee you that because I grow my own garden and I bring all my own veggies to make all my own fresh salsa for y'all. I know I just plugged myself twice. That wasn't the purpose, but I had to get in on that. But anyway, people is crazy. Crazy. Sickening. Let's go.
Fast food. Alright, firstly, in 2007, a mom got her children Happy Meals, but she noticed that they didn't finish all of the nuggets. And when she went to discover why, there she found a deep fried chicken head. She went on and sued McDonald's for $100,000. Now in 2005, a woman found a human finger in her Wendy's chili. I'm not going to show you all, but I'm just wondering, how is this even possible? Moving on, in 2011, a woman from Texas bit into a Milky Way bar and found a tooth that did not belong to her.
A video is being shared on social media platforms with the claim that human meat was found inside the McDonald's meat factory in Oklahoma City. The post claims that authorities found human meat inside 90% of McDonald's meat factories and horse meat inside 65% of McDonald's meat factories in the USA.
Okay. So, something that we need to clear up on that too is that article was proven false, fact-checked false. With that being said, let me see how I can democratically, responsibly say this. There have been several fact checks in the last, since 2020, that have been fact-checked false that happen to be very, very valid. So, I'm not discounting this story either. But for the record, just to be clear, this was dubbed a fake story. Anyway, y'all. I'm glad y'all was here. Thank you for joining me again. Sorry, I know this was like an extensive marathon type video, but you know, why not? Why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. But I love y'all. I thank y'all very much for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, become part of this free life squad, because that's what we do. So on the next video, I'm actually going to do something that I don't even know if it's a thing. I'm going to do a reaction to my own film. A reaction to me. But it's about something I think y'all really need to know. I can teach y'all how to make some free energy for yourself. Literally. I'll show you a machine that I built. Give you some free electricity, some free gas. And you can run this forever. As long as there's biofuel, wood, anything else you can burn, you can have free energy forever. I already built the machine. I know 100% it works. I can show you the machine. I will show you the machine, and I will teach you how it works. So follow me for that. But anyway, I love y'all. Thanks for being here. Peace.